And everything else falls into place once you start seeing yourself. Less frustration, happier moments, clearer when you talk. Your aura, the energy gets bigger, stronger. But when you're pushing stuff down, the aura is smaller, energy is more negative. Everything we talked about.
Just last question to you, well, I believe you got some personal stuff, and you meet a lot of people and you get to know, but well, I believe that there's some personal stuff you don't want to tell everybody, and so you have to be balanced, but at the same time, the people know who you are as. Okay, I'm Thomas, and these are my values, But at the same time, if you're having a fight with your wife, or your brother is sick, or whatever personal stuff, so and there's something you want to hold back, but at the same time, letting people know who you are. So how do you balance it? In which way do you take the steps?
I think what I try to do, because I'm not perfect, what I try to do is be me all the time by being honest and open, very open with people, and letting them know that I'm uncomfortable, saying, what I'm about to tell you makes me feel uncomfortable. But this is what I think, and I tell them. Or this is how I feel. And I let them know. I'm feeling kind of vulnerable right now. But I'm going to be honest and tell you, these are my feelings. But you don't have to do that with everything. There are some things that are just private. But if you're open and honest about most things, and except for a few things, what happens with me and my wife and my kids, that's for family things.
Yes.
Yeah. But outside of that, I think pretty much I'm pretty open and honest about everything. And even with my kids, I'm pretty open and honest to the outside world about that, not everything. But I try to be as open and honest about everything all the time. And actually makes my life, the quality of my life, a lot better. Because I'm not making anything up, I'm not holding anything back. And a lot of times when I'm open and honest with people, when I say a lot of times, almost all the time, the feedback I get from people is actually stuff I needed. I'm always surprised. Always surprised when I tell people, I feel very uncomfortable, but this is what I think. And I always tell people, sometimes I go, please be careful what you're about to say, because what I just told you, I feel weak right now because of what I just told you. But please be careful what you're about to say. And I go, what do you think? And I usually get the greatest feedback in the world. That's how open and honest, where I'm willing to tell somebody, I'm weak right now. And for me, as I get older, I realize that the more time I spend being honest with people about how weak I am, the stronger I get. When you try to come off as always strong or I'm in control, that's taking power from you. When in actuality, when you give up that and be completely honest, you get more power.
Well, I have this latest example on this because I'm having this exam in my mother tongue, and the teacher might give the last year's exam, and actually, what a coincidence, that actually the theme was the divorce and the effects on the child, so, and I actually wrote about my personal experience, and there's another girl in my class who also, we have the same thing, and she read through it and said, hey, that's really impressive, and I said, yeah, I really had a really good experience with it, and she said, what? And I said, oh shit, what did I say? And I made up this cover history. I said, no, the thing is that I have actually read a lot about, you know, because I was writing, you know, and I was doing another exercise, and she said, it's really good. How do you write so well about this topic? I said, yeah, I have this personal experience. I said it was just without thinking, because I was focused on another exercise. I said, what? And I said, and then I actually thought, shit, well, I'm about to expose myself, and then I made up this cover.
But listen, in that moment, you made a decision to cover it up, whatever. Next time you're in that moment, you think about her. You look at her and you do the eyes. And you make a judgment call based on whether or not she is open to something like that. You based it on yourself, not on her. Maybe she was the right one at the right moment and you lost out on an opportunity. She could have helped you. Maybe she's going through the same exact thing and she was looking for you for her own help. Those moments when we find the people we need happen like that. And we miss it because we get insecure and we try to hide and all that. You weren't true to yourself, were you? You just made up some stuff and you blew it. You weren't 100% you. Be you. In that moment, when you feel like, oh, wait, why are you running? Why are you trying to hide? What is this at night? That's the exact moment that you look at the person, you look at yourself and go, wait a minute. No, this is me. I'm not embarrassed, this is me. I can't change it. It's my situation. At that moment when you do that, then you're you. But when you say, oh no, then you just added another layer. Because you're hiding. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You're a wonderful guy.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
When you let other people see who you really are, it's amazing when you get that. It's amazing. You get all these hugs, you get all this support. You're like, where's this from? And you say, all I did was being 100% myself, and I got back all this great stuff.
Well, you know, you say this right now, I actually, and because I think back to the situation, you know, and I was unaware, you know, and I said, and I was like 100% honest, is that, yeah, I've got personal experience with it, and she said, what do you mean by it? And I got this, as you said, the response is all usually good, you know, and you saying this right now, I actually reflect the situation and say, me being honest, you know, 100%, even if I was unaware, you know, because I had this focus on and I was like, and my unconscious actually spoke for me, you know, and it was like my brain was focused on something else, and
so you guys connected in that moment.
So well, I believe so. The unconscious actually was overwhelmed the brain, and I got this response, but I turned it off.
Next time. There will be many more next time. So don't be frustrated. That's just one. And there's always going to be more. And the next time when you consciously say, I'm going to be me, I'm going to be honest, then you get back that amazing response. And sometimes you'll get back nothing, which is even better. Because you open up and then you say, what you realize is whatever this person says, they can hurt me. But they don't say anything that hurts you. They don't say anything that helps you. The moment is fine. And you realize, I'm not hurt. This is fantastic. I was open and honest and I'm not hurt. A lot of times when you actually say out loud some of the things that are hurting you, it no longer hurts you because you said it out loud. You released it. It's like a bond. It's like got you handcuffed. But as soon as you say it out loud, the chains are broken. Because that chain's a chain in here, and you unlocked it, and you free yourself. That's why this course I'm always saying, be you. I'm gonna stop it here because I gotta send those guys home because I gotta get home. And they're gonna be pissed, but